Hi, it's me, Claudia, with Claudia Rossi Studios. How are you today? I'm here today in my jammies because it is the morning after Thanksgiving, and I have no intention to get dressed today at all. I'm staying in my pajamas all day. We ate too much yesterday. Did you eat too much yesterday? I hope you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving. We had a great Thanksgiving. It was nice. My family were here, and we ate too much food, ate too much pie. Then everybody left except my younger girls. We stayed home, watched movies, and ate too much food some more. So, you know, it was nice. It was nice. It was relaxed and easy after the 2 days of me, you know, killing myself in the kitchen to put it together. After that, it was relaxing. So I plan on spending the rest of this weekend doing absolutely nothing. I'm going to record some video, edit it, maybe paint, but nothing work-wise and fun-wise for me. That's fun work, so I like it. So I'm in the little coffee cup today. See my little coffee cup? That's because my wonderful daughter made me espresso this morning, so I can't drink it in that huge mug, so I have it in a little cup. So what are we doing today? Today I'm going to give you a studio tour. I mentioned that I was going to do this before, and I haven't gotten to it. And as you can tell from the view behind me, it's a mess. It's going to be real, because I don't clean up out here. I throw things on shelves, and I work, and this is not going to be one of those beautiful places where women work magazine, right? That's not me. They'll never come photograph me for that magazine. This is the real deal. This is where I work. You're gonna laugh when you see my camera set up for these, because I don't like taking apart my thing. It's up here. I don't like taking it apart and moving it, because then I have to readjust it for my tabletop videos. So I prop my camera up on pretty much anything that's available so that I can do these videos for you without having to readjust my tripod. I need to get a second smaller tripod, but I just haven't done it. So I'll show you a picture of one. Yeah, here it is. So I'm going to give you a quick studio tour. I'm going to show you where I work, how I store my stuff. It's haphazard, and it's kind of just all over the place. I mean, whatever items I have found that will store things that have cabinet doors and drawers and shelves, I stick my stuff on them. So I don't have anything fancy. I don't have a lovely setup from IKEA like I would love. Not what I've got going on here. This is, I work on a white plastic folding table. That's what I work on. And I don't have to feel bad that I get it dirty and get paint all over it, which I have. So, you know, there's benefits to that too. I don't care about all the stuff that I store my things in. None of it's worth worrying too much about. So I'm going to show you, and don't judge me, okay, because I don't clean. I don't clean. Don't judge me. Some of you don't clean either. So I never clean out here. I'm horrible. Okay, never. I clean out here occasionally, but for the most part I don't clean out here, because when I come out here I want to paint something. I don't want to clean. I don't want to mop a floor. Who wants to mop a floor? Like, ever. This room is huge. It's 500 square feet. Okay, of tile floor that needs swept and mopped. It's not going to happen. And my little studio doesn't get all that 500 square feet. I get a small portion of it, less than half for sure. But I don't want to clean it. I don't want to clean. I want to paint. I want to play a merit journal. I don't want to play with the mop. That's no fun. So and I seldomly dust, just because I'm bad. So, you know, again, don't judge me, because I know there's others out there. There's got to be a few of you. Comment below, let me know you exist, because maybe I won't have to feel so bad that, you know, my studio's always dirty, messy, cluttered, crazy. But I'm gonna show you the real. I'm gonna show you the real. I am. I'm not cleaning anything up. I'm not putting anything away. I'm not organizing anything. Proof, right? Not organizing anything. I'm going to show you what it's really like in my studio. You can see where the magic happens. So we're going to do that today. You ready? Okay, here we go. Oh, okay, here we go. We're going to do the studio tour. Just to let you know, if you are offended by dirt, please turn away now. Run quickly, because there's going to be dust. Going to be disorganization, craziness. Okay, I'll do my best not to make you motion sickness. Move as slowly as I can. Up here on top of one of my bookshelves, that is my my cinch. It's my binding machine, and just some pads of watercolor paper, and this is an art journal that is, well, like the many in the works. Next shelf down, I just have some extra glue supplies, and this is, I believe, rubbing alcohol. Yeah. And then these are just some books that I have. These are the books that I read about art because I like to buy books and read about art. And then these are books that I tear pages out of. Now, this is just some fabric that I picked up, and it won't stay folded, so I just have it crumped up there. These are a couple of dictionaries that I purchased at the thrift store for $1 a piece. These are old. Look at that. Funk and Wagnalls. How would you like your last name to be, Funk or Wagnall? Well, Wagnall's okay, but Funk? Anyways, that's where I love these because they're old paper, and I just like them. So these are where I tear out a lot of my text, is out of these dictionaries. And then I have a World Atlas, an older one, and I tear out maps and such. And then below that I have tissue paper down there that is crumpled, and then nice neat little pieces. And then mostly down here I have other books that I found at thrift stores or yard sales. I have a couple of old high school yearbooks. You get some really fun pictures and text out of there. And then this is early United States. This is like a children's textbook, so it's kind of cool. Got some fun stuff in it. And then the Home Handyman here. This is a really old Popular Mechanics book on how to do stuff around the house. So there's some fun pictures in there. And below that, let me back up and sit down and pray that I don't make you feel like you're falling. Okay, so just some excess stuff in the back there, my duct tape, and then these are papers, and you can see some of them are already torn out and such. Those are what I make my smash books out of. So I have some already cut, just ready to go together. And then below that I have, those are all of my distress paints and ink sprays. So I have, this is where I keep my sprays, and then I have some of my distress inks. Here, my Tim Holtz stuff. So that's that, and then I have extra paint here, just some stuff that I use all the time. And in the back there are some glitter quartz. They give them out free, so I had a couple people pick colors, and I got some. I think there's like a really nice teal and a red back there that I want to use in my studio someday when I have my own dedicated space that I can actually paint. And then down below that, hiding on the shelf, those are just extra tubes of paint. These are all the unopened extra tubes of paint because I have a problem. I do. I admit it. I have a problem. I buy a lot of supplies. And this is a bucket of all the open tubes of paint that I have, and I have plenty of them because I have a problem. I admit it. I buy too much stuff. That's just stuff. I don't throw away anything. Smashbook supplies. Here, just odds and ends in there. Smashbook supplies. And then this is all envelopes and pockets in case I ever need an envelope or pocket. I have 1,000. Stamps. I store my stamps in here. Dusty. Whew, dusty. Oh, let's see. There you go. You can see inside stamps. Extra. Not extra. All of my mediums are back here. This is my big bucket of soft gloss, or soft gel. Oh, I have gloss. What's wrong with me? Not matte. This should be matte. Uh-oh. I'm going to have to buy new. So I have all of my mediums back here on this little spice rack, and it works to store them. So I keep a couple of other paints up there, matches for lighting the candle, because, you know, I have to have a candle lit while doing painting. And then above that, I have, this is again odds and ends, some of it for my paintings and some of it for my smashbooks. This is just a palette pad. I use smaller ones most of the time, but I do have a big one. I collect these paint chips and I use them. I glue two together back to back, and I use them for pages in my smashbook. And then just lots of little fabrics and ribbons and twine and things. They're all just kept back here. And then this is my Tim Holtz lovely tissue paper on a roll. You have to get this. It's the best, the printed tissue paper. I love it to pieces. Excuse me. This is the sticker and rub-on binder that I showed you in one of my other videos. So that's where that lives. And then I have all my little doodads in little storage containers up here. Different things, like, you know, I have a bucket of keys, and, you know, I have some gears and baubles and doodads, and there's those stars that everybody likes on Stargirl, some ribbons. Just, it's kind of a crazy mess up there. In here I have my, it's called a selfie. It's a mini printer for just photo size prints, and it connects wirelessly to my iPhone, so I like it a lot. Okay, I had a momentary interruption, but we're back. Okay, so that's my selfie in that box, and then I have some extra little canvases. Those are really my daughter's. I don't really paint on these, but I keep them around for her. Paper, Bristol pad. There's one of my fairy jars. Isn't she cute? Yes, she is. There's a video how to make those too. I have some of my aqua markers, sketchbooks, papers, just all kinds of junk up here. Okay, so down here I have crammed in a few of my smash books and odds and ends, and below that is storage supplies and some other junk. But these here, stuff I bought and haven't put away yet. This just goes to show I want pretty storage. I buy them. They're empty still. I haven't figured out what I'm going to do. Someday I'll have a pretty studio. I am certain of it. Okay, we're going to swing around, and I'm going to stop for a minute so I don't make you sick. Okay, so next, this isn't usually stay open. This is usually closed. Next I have it's a big armoire. I love this thing. It's not a TV armoire. It's an actual old armoire that we purchased on like Craigslist or something for 50 bucks. It's all solid wood, old craftsmanship, sturdy, strong, heavy, but never gonna fall apart, gonna live forever. Okay, so like I'm trying not to show you my husband's work boots piled on the floor down there, but because that's where he keeps them, in here. Okay, let's do this. Okay, so in here, big drawer, I have some ribbon, and I have some just odds and ends. Like I have some weird stuff. You see how weird I am? Here we go. I have a bag of snakeskin. That is real snakeskin from my friend whose snake, what do they do? They molt? I don't know what they do. They shed their skin. I have some. I'm going to stick it on a smash book or something someday. And then down below that, I have my binding supplies on the left, and then a couple extra smash books that I haven't worked in yet. And then in these little drawers, these are just odds and ends papers. This is an old magazine, some old newspapers, scrapbook paper, whatever I find. On this side, more papers, some dress patterns. I use pattern paper. It's really great, like really thin tissue paper. It's kind of fun to use. So I do use patterns. I have a bunch. All my punches and scissors. Can you see those? Yeah, there you go. My very few stamping and embossing supplies. Most of my stamp pads are already out. I only have a few. More papers. I have a lot more patterns back here, and then I have maps. I don't know why I have so many. I don't know if I could ever use them all, but I have them. And then up here, whoo, way up high. Is there any light up there? Okay, this is all music. This is all just different music books that I found, and I like to rip out the music sheets and use them in my collage papers. Then I have, this is all smash book stuff, little cards to make pages in my smash book. This is just odds and ends, extra tags and things like that. And then I have my lovely pen storage. I love this thing to pieces. So I have a bunch of pens up here. Little cutting machine stuff. All my washi tape. Oh, I love washi tape. I need a bigger drawer because I want more. This is a drawer of tags. It is all just tags. Tags. What do we got? Clips. Mostly all, here we go, different kinds of clips, paper clips, and these are paper clips with little tags on them, things like that. And odds and ends, different things, whatever I find, I stick up here. So this is my nod to organization. This is what I want my whole studio and my life to be like, but that's not the reality yet. Maybe someday, right? I want to. I have the desire to. It just hasn't happened yet. So there's my armoire. Up top, lots of papers and half-finished canvases and just, you know, stuff, big things. And then I have some of my craft paint storage. And then over here, and it's filthy, so I don't even want to show you. But I showed you, I show you the reality. The reality is my kids like leave bags of chips on here. So there it is. This is just a big old, kind of coming apart kitchen cabinet sample that my husband's dad used for his construction company. So I use it now. This is just, it's to move, it's just stuff. Okay. So here's where I store my scrapbooking papers and cardstock. So again, a little nod towards organization. I actually bought something to store them in. So I have all of those here. This is more. I have all the ones I showed you before for my Smash books. This is more because apparently you cannot have too much. So, paper sticker binder. I talked about this before. Monster. This is why I use that little green one on the other side. Just stuff, storage, little storage stuff, Christmas projects, things like that. A couple paintings just to block my ugly storage. Let's move those down. And then I have a couple of storage binders full of scraps of paper, construction paper, whatever, stuff like that. Up here, other types of paper, more pads of paper, because you can just never have too many things to paint on. I have problems. I know I do. These are cool. Check these out. I found these at the thrift store. Straws. Not even kidding. These are straws made out of paper. Wax paper. They're so old. I don't know what the date was on these, like 1950. They cost 60 some cents, it says up there on the top. So, or 49 cents. 49 cents for a box of straws. And they're bendy. How cool is that? Bendy straws. But they're wax paper. They're not plastic. I think that's the funnest thing. I don't know. I'm stupid. I think they're fun. Okay, so look, some of my stuff looks nice and neat. This is all my old kids' crafts. My kids are getting too big for this, but I'm saving it because someday I'll have grandchildren and then I'll have ideas. Look at all those books. I'll have ideas. Over here, more just stuff. This is just, I don't know, some organized, some crafty stuff. I don't know, just stuff. This is kind of neat. This is kind of neat. This holds a lot of little doodads. That's what I use this for. Let's see if I can get it to stay open. Okay, little doodads. I don't know where I got this, if it was at a hardware store or a craft store or what, but this works fantastic. If you can see, I have them all labeled. Like, what does this say? Heart-shaped, there we go, heart-shaped clips. So I have clips in there. And then, just, now I can't put them back. What's wrong with me? And then paper clips. And then I have little colored paper clips, silver paper clips, buttons over here. I have, what do I have? Metallic brads. And see, these are perfect little tiny storage for all my little things. Here's some little gems, flower-shaped gems. So just different things. And I have eyelets in here in different colors. And so this has been really nice. I have some larger things in here, some these are photo turns. And then other chipboard things. But this is awesome. If you can find one of these and you have little doodads, this is like the best organization that I could come up with. Okay, so give me a second. We're going to go back over to the actual table where the magic really happens. Okay, so I told you I would show you the truth, so we're still not judging, right? Not judging? Okay, this is my work table. This is where I paint. So there's the page that I'm working on. You can see I work on a plastic folding table that is grungy and covered in paint, and I use a large sheet of poster board to sort of protect it. To one side, whoops, I'm sorry for that. To one side, I have the pole to my to my tripod here, but I have the paints that I use. Paints and inks that I use most often are in there, right next to me, and then some stamp pads that I use all the time, a couple journals that looks like a book, but it holds my watercolor pencils. I will go over my supplies in another video. So those are just some other supplies that I have there. My journal, a lamp. There's my little white bowl for my matte medium, paper towels, baby wipes, the all important coffee cup, and just some other things that I use over here. And some of my favorite smaller paintbrushes are right there within reach. My water buckets, my trash bucket where I dry my brushes. I always dry them laying down flat. I don't put them back in because I don't want the water to go down into them and ruin the glue. Then my palette next to me, messy. I know, it's dirty, I don't clean it. So, again, we're not judging. So there's that. And then next to me, when I'm working to my right, I have a couple of carts. So on this first one, excuse my feather boa back there, I have duct tape that I was using recently, and I just have a bunch of stuff that I pick up and I end up throwing it in here. My clips are there, and some, my Lumiere, not Lumiere, my Pearl-Ex, my pigment powders, and my Lumiere 3D paint and glue. Look at that, it's so pretty. iridescent powder. Supplies. Back there in that green and white box is my drawing sketching supplies, which are usually tucked right here, but I was drawing in my living room, so I took them with me. I have my drawer full of pens. This is where my color pencils and Inktense pencils are. And then stencils right there. These are some rub-ons that are too big to fit. These are some, I think they are this brand. Create a collage. So anyways, stencils and some little books. And then way down there in the bottom, just some empty containers and supplies. Okay, so over here, I'm trying to not show you my filthy floor. In the bottom drawer, I have excess palettes, okay? Then I have stuff. This is all stuff for smash books, purse making, just odds and ends. Of things that I have. These are scrap papers. This is my go-to when I use a piece of paper and I don't use all of it and I rip it and I put the little pieces in here, and then if I just need something real quick, I'll grab it out of that drawer. So I have it next to me. Dusty. Oh, look at that dust. It's so dirty in here. Okay, so alcohol, inks, extra glue supplies, just extra supplies in general. Watercolor paints, water-soluble oil pastels, and my actual good artist watercolors. This is my little cheap palette of dry watercolors. And then I have some cool pens, and then hard supplies, I guess you would say. My stapler and my brayer and, you know, things like that all back there. So, and then on top of that is my trusty candle. You have to have a candle. And all my bigger brushes and the mediums that I use all the time. So like my extender, clear gesso, matte medium is all there. Okay, so that's my studio. That's my tour. It's a crazy hot mess. You know, you've seen it all. Magic happens right here on this very table. I'm not entirely sure how, but it happens there. So again, we're not judging, remember? We'll go over the supplies in another video soon, and I hope you guys have a great weekend. See you later.